Good evening.
It is time for a Q&A. Everybody is super happy.
Will you get 1 million subscribers? Maybe. When I first started the channel, I thought there was no way I would ever get to 100,000 subscribers, and that happened. And when I got 100,000 subscribers, I thought there's no way I could ever get to 1 million subscribers. But I'm thinking that it is potentially possible. There are cubing channels with 1 million subscribers. And J-Perm is gonna get there really soon. And if he can do it, I can definitely do it. How much do you cube in a day? Not nearly as much as I should. But if you count the amount of time that I just sit in front of my computer screen watching something and I'm just like spamming T-perms, probably like 4 or 5 hours a day. How long have you been cubing? A little bit over 8 years. Wow. I started on my 14th birthday. I am now 22. What website do you get your cubes off of? Speedcubeshop.com, and I always use the code BLUE when I check out because I'm cool like that. If you want to be cool like me, use the code BLUE. Yeah! When is the next Q&A/livestream? Q&A right now, livestream soon. What software do you use for animations, and will you ever do an animation tutorial? For the past year or so, I've been using Blender as my animation software, and I love it. I would love to make an animation tutorial at some point. I'm kind of scratching my head about how I'm gonna do that though, because Blender, while it is great, it is also a honky chunk of software that you have to know a lot of stuff up front. So I'm just thinking about what the best way to do it is. How to submit fan art. In the descriptions of my more recent videos, there's an email address in there, cubeorithmsfanart@gmail.com. I'm trying to update that into my previous videos. Also on my Discord server, which you should join, there's a fan art channel. I love seeing the fan art you guys make. It is so good. It always fills me up with so much happiness. Thank you all so much for doing that. I'm going to sneeze now. God bless me. Is a Examinx or 21 by 21 harder? I think the Examinx, because there are more colors. I don't know if there's more pieces. I could do the math, but I'm not going to. I'm gonna go with Examinx. Have you ever solved a Rubiks Cube that doesn't have a normal color scheme? Yes, I have. I once solved a cube that my friend had peeled the stickers off and re-put them all back on, and they did it right, like they solved it, but they got the color scheme wrong, and then they messed it up and they handed it to me to solve, and I was like, but I solved it and it was pretty fun. Have you ever been obsessed with one of the following hobbies? Yo-yoing, doing tricks with yo-yos, cup stacking, or parkour? I have absolutely been into parkour before. When probably between ages 12 and 14 was my peak parkour maniac stage. I would do backflips in my backyard. I actually have a video on YouTube, another Q&A, where I do a backflip in my backyard. I would jump off of high things onto the ground, and that was fun. I probably wrecked my ankles, but it's the parkour lifestyle just chose me, so there you go. I think I tried cup stacking. I used to actually have stacking cups that I used like for 2 days, and all of my friends got into yo-yoing for a while, but I never got one. Can you make a tutorial for cfop, please? I am currently working on a series of tutorials relating to cfop. I'm doing a beginner F2L video, 2-look OLL, 2-look PLL, and then I want to make an advanced F2L video with 1-look OLL and 1-look PLL with my normal tutorial style with the chalkboard and you know, the text on the screen and all that stuff that I've been doing for a while. Currently working on that. Very excited for that series, and yes, it's on the way. It's on the assembly line right now, so yes. But don't steal that idea. If anybody else posts any videos like that, that's my idea. I said it first. No cfop tutorials from anybody. Not until I make it. So on YouTube, I recently did a community poll asking people about their other hobbies, and it was so nice reading through the comments, seeing what people have to say about their other hobbies. Those comments were so filled with passion for whatever the hobby was. A lot of the stuff was something I didn't know anything about, but it was so cool hearing about that, and I want to do more polls like that in the future. That's not really a question. I'm just saying thank you to everybody who commented on the poll and talked about their hobby, because that was very life-giving for me to read those. It was like the best day ever when all of those comments were rolling in and I was reading them, and it was awesome. Will there be a When You Meet a Fellow Cuber Part 3? Yes, there will, and it will be the end of the saga, of the franchise, of the series. I have to write myself out of this hole that I've dug myself into. There's giant basketball, there's cubers getting superpowers. I don't know where I'm going with this. I have to write up a script that wraps everything up, and I just gotta wrap it up. I'm not saying these characters will never come back, because I know that they've planted themselves into the hearts of many. People care about these guys, and so do I. But in terms of like part 1, part 2, part 3, this is gonna be the end of cubing in public and when you meet a fellow cuber. This is gonna be the last one. I just posted Cubing in Public Part 3. You guys should check that out too. Very important question for the big guy. Will you be keeping hair on the character design, or are we going full commitment? You know, the character design used to be bald, but then I added hair and I thought that looked a lot better, so I'm gonna keep the hair. At this point, Blue the character and Blue the human are almost two of their own guy. I would love to have this be Blue and me be Nolan, because my name's Nolan and I like the name Nolan. But he's got hair and I don't, and that's cool. That's okay. That's okay. Do you read your comments? Yes, I do, like 3 or 4 times a day. Honestly, probably more than that. I went for a while that I wasn't reading the comments so often, but for the past year, I've been reading the comments a lot. And in the past couple months, I've been trying to heart as many comments as I can, because I really like hearing what you guys have to say, and I love reading the comments, and you guys are pretty smart people, and I have a very positive comment community as far as the YouTube comment community goes on the site YouTube. The cubing community is pretty awesome. So yes, I do read the comments. I read every single solitary one of them. Yeah. All right, that's all the questions I have to answer today. The reason I made this Q&A is because I had another video planned for today that's not done. So I wanted to make a Q&A soon, but I moved it up so I could post it today. Because I'm trying to post more often. Trying to get back in the game. Gotta get back in the game, guys. I've been out of the game, but I've been pulled back in by myself. Thank you all very much for watching this video. Be sure to check out the Discord server. It is coming back to life and it's a lot of fun over there. Also, subscribe. Also, I did recently relaunch my Patreon page. So if you're interested in having your name at the end of my videos, that would be cool. To anybody who makes fan art, please send it to me because I love seeing it. Thank you all very much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.